What's poppin', T Squad? It's me, Keisha, and I am here with this week's episode of Spill the Tea. We got a lot of stories to get into, so grab your popcorn, your wine, your beer, your cake, your Cheetos, your Frito-Lays, whatever it is, and let's get into this week's tea. First, I want to go back into some stories from last week's episode. The first story that I want to update you guys on is the Chloe Bailey and Gunna love story. Some of you girls doubted me on last week's episode. It's all right. You know, you might be new to this channel. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to let you get a pass. But some of you doubted me and said, oh, it was just a video. They're not really together. Okay, well, I have this footage for you guys. Well, to give the non-believers some more proof, Gunna posted this video on his Instagram showing what he got Chloe for Valentine's Day. He quickly deleted it though, I guess because Chloe then posted this video on her IG story showing what she got for Valentine's Day. And as you can see, it is the exact same setup that Gunna posted on his page, but quickly deleted it. Want even more proof that these two are together? In the video that both of them posted on Valentine's Day, you see this charcoal gray couch in the background. And if you pay attention to one of the posts that Chloe posted a few weeks back on her IG page, you see her sitting in front of the same charcoal gray sectional. So these two are not just co-workers. They did not just do a video together. They are full on in a relationship. If you need any more footage, here is another video of them leaving an event together, booed up. I guess the girls are not ready to officially claim their relationship, but it is what it is. I mean, if I was Chloe, I wouldn't be quick to claim a nigga that body is better than mine neither. Because Gunna is thicker than a snicker, honey. He got more ass than a little bit. When she wrote her song, I keep bossing like I do, I keep flossing like I do, she was talking about Gunna. I wouldn't be surprised if they wrote that song together, honey, to pay homage to all the thick sisters out there. But once again, shout out to Gunna and Chloe for being out here doing they thug thizzle. I also have an update on last week's story. Remember, we talked about DaBaby versus Danny Lay's brother, Brandon Beals. They had a fight at the bowling alley. Well, looks like Miss Brandon is suing DaBaby. The lawsuit obtained by TMZ states that Brandon suffered severe injury and pain after he claims he walked by DaBaby in the bowling alley and suddenly got attacked. Now, the news site notes that Brandon claims he didn't fight back and says DaBaby's assault resulted in physical and psychological damage plus medical bills and sustained disability. Now, this comes as a slight shock since Brandon did say it was on site for DaBaby first in an interview with Jason Lee. Danny Lay's brother is suing DaBaby for assault, battery, emotional distress, and negligence. Child, if you don't get out of here, because in the video that I played for you guys last week, he clearly stated when he did his interview with Jason Lee that it was up and it was stuck. DaBaby couldn't see him. When he saw him, it was going to be on site. He can fight. He a G. He this, that, and the third. And then in the video that he posted after the fight, he showed that he had no injuries and that he said that they were just pulling his hair. He also said in the video that he went up to DaBaby to talk to him one-on-one, man-on-man. So, sir, this lawsuit is going to get thrown out of court First of all. Second of all, I want to make it clear that DaBaby and his friends jumping him was whack as hell. I never agree with it. Don't agree with it. If he wanted to fight, it should have been one-on-one. They both goofy as hell. But to claim you such a street dude, Brandon Bills, and you about that life, then you go to the judicial system and then try to sue to get money. Boy, you just as whack as hell. You just as whack as your whack ass sister. Boy, if you don't have several fucking seats with your beautiful ass. Congratulations to Black Ink Crew Chicago star Charmaine. She and her husband Nick just gave birth to their second daughter, Charlie, who was born on February 12th at 6:16 p.m., weighing 7 pounds 12 ounces, and she was 20.5 inches long. This birth is so special, you guys, because the baby was born on her mother's birthday. That is such a blessing from God and her mom, just showing that her mother's spirit is still very much alive and here with her through her children. That is so awesome. You know, Charmaine recently lost her father as well. So I know this was just such a special moment for her and her little family. The baby is so cute. She looks just like Charmaine and their other daughter, Nola. So congratulations to them. So even though the paternity results showed that Tristan Thompson's third child is actually his, and even after he put out this statement saying, I take full responsibility for my actions, now that paternity has been established, I look forward to amicably raising our son. I sincerely apologize to everyone I've hurt or disappointed throughout this ordeal, both publicly and privately. Well, it seems like all of that was some bullshit. His baby mama, Marley Nichols, recently put out a statement saying that he has yet to meet his son or step up when it comes to parenting their baby. She reported that despite news reports stating otherwise, Tristan Thompson has done nothing to support their son. Marley reps said in a statement to E! News on February 15th after an article surfaced claiming he would pay $40,000 a month. He has not made any attempt to meet their son, nor has he provided any financial assistance. In the future, we hope that reporters covering this situation contact us to confirm any facts before publishing. Well, Marley girl, you knew that nigga wasn't shit when you was being his side bitch and was out here fucking him. So you get what you give, darling. I don't know if you thought that you was just about to get a real quick come up. He told you he wasn't paying your ass in them text messages. You thought he was playing. You got to take his ass to court to get that $40,000 that he claimed he was going to give you. So this needs to be handled in court. We don't want to be bothered with Tristan and his stanky infested dingaling child that he sling all across Calabasas. You and that big ogre you call a baby daddy need to handle that privately, darling, and to keep it moving. Feel sorry for the baby, but yeah, girl, you brought that onto yourself. Next case.
Where you say me, brother?
Love, I'm here. Live.
Off daddy.
What's up?
Where you say me, brother?
Love, I'm here. Live.
If you don't know who that was in that video, that was none other than Puff Daddy, Puff Dizzle, Diddy, Brother Love, whatever that nigga is calling his old ass self nowadays, and his boo thing, Young Miami from the City Girls. It seems like their little situationship is going on strong. He recently took her on vacation for her birthday, and he showered her with these beautiful flowers. Love. Yeah. But the gag is, Young Miami is not the only boo thing in Diddy's life. Gossip in the City posted this video of one of his other ladies of the night, honey. On Valentine's Day, she posted this video of all of the flowers and gifts that he sent her. Gossip in the City did not reveal who the lady is. I guess she didn't want to put Diddy on blast, but how you know that it was sent from Diddy is based off the cards. Look at both of the cards that he sent Young Miami for her birthday and this young lady for Valentine's Day. It is the same exact handwriting except for on Young Miami's. He closed it out with saying love Poppy, and this other girl, he closed it out with saying love Diddy old ass is a quick little lick, a quick little come up child. All she gotta do is twerk that thing for an icy chain and she gonna get what she want. I doubt this nigga stay up past 7 o'clock, honey. She fuck him at 6 and he in bed by 7. Girl, get that bag, get that money, honey. I wouldn't take him seriously. Don't put love into that equation, because Diddy don't love nobody but him and them kids, child. He ain't trying to wife nobody up. But I think this is a good look for Miami. You know what I'm saying? That's a bag. A bag and some trips and some really cute after parties. It's a cute little look for her. Just stay protected, honey. Stay protected. Don't have no baby by him, child. And let him do what he do, and you do what you do, and get the coin while you at it, young sis. I tell y'all all the time to what? Fuck with a purpose. And Miami is out here fucking with a motherfucker purpose, bitch. And I ain't mad about it. Stomp the Yard and Scandal star Columbus Short is in the news again for negative news. So he was recently arrested for domestic violence. Cops say they were called to a home in the San Fernando Valley around 10:30 p.m. over a verbal argument between Short and his wife that allegedly became physical. When police arrived, we're told Columbus claimed his wife punched him in the face, but he had no mark. Cops say they then spoke to his wife and noticed a minor injury. Child, here's what Columbus had to say after he was arrested.
You know, there's some stuff out here in the media, again, arrested for felony domestic violence. So let me tell you what really happened. I asked my wife to leave the home due to my frustration, and I grabbed her phone, which I shouldn't have did, and I scratched her hand. And you know, post OJ, you know, the police came here, the detectives were here. It was a whole like just ridiculous thing, and they had to make a decision. They didn't want to take me. They didn't want to take her. But they had to make a decision. And based on that scratch, I went to jail. So I'm sorry for anybody that I let down. I'm grinding. I'm working hard. But my apologies.
After the incident, news reports came out that Columbus Short was hit with 2 misdemeanor charges, one for domestic violence and one for child endangerment. Well, honey, y'all had Columbus fucked up. He quickly took to Instagram to say this.
What up, y'all? It's Columbus, man. I just got word that TMZ about to drop a story tomorrow talking about I got charges dropped on me. Yeah, for domestic violence. And second, child abuse. What? The devil is a liar. So I'm just putting this word out early because I'm going to preemptively strike because I ain't playing these games this time. I laid down the last time. I ain't laying down no more. Harvey, if you want some smoke, bring it on. Stop playing with me.
Miss Thang was angry with the girls, honey. He has called Harvey to the table, to the streets, so they can do a dance battle. Who do you think will win? It's just really sad because Columbus Short really is a talent. He is a tour de force. He can sing, he can act, he can dance. And it's so sad because his talents have gone to waste due to his personal demons and battles. If you guys don't know, next week I will be going live with Ty Said What Ty Said for a nostalgic tea story, old Hollywood story night on my channel. I will have the date for you guys very, very soon and the time as well. And we will be discussing Columbus Short. I recently read his autobiography and it was filled with so much tea when it comes to his situation with Britney Spears, as well as his very complicated relationship with Denzel Washington. So make sure you guys tune in for that over here on the Color Me Pink channel. Who tuned in to the Dipset versus the Lox versus? I did. I've watched it several times and I got my life and I get my life every time I watch it. It was literally one of the best verses I have seen to date. Well, things didn't fare so well for Dipset that night. They pretty much got their asses kicked by the Lox. And well, Cameron is still very salty about it. Check out what Jim Jones had to say when he interviewed here recently with Angie Martinez.
It was something that I wanted. You dig?
Yeah, no, I get
it. Because I'm going, because this is going to be when Cam gets an interview. He's going to say this is something that Jim wanted. He offered to give me his money to do this event. Yes, nigga, I did.
Does Cam regret it?
I don't know what. I haven't spoken to him since the verses.
Shut up. Y'all didn't regroup after that? Is he mad y'all did it? You don't know.
I don't know. Cam making a shitload of money. Who cares? Cam don't care about too much. He makes money and that's what he cares about, his own world that he be in.
Well,
y'all got Killer come Killer come fucked up. He was literally embarrassed by the ass kicking, the whooping, the demolishing, the TKO that they got from the Lox that night. Now, don't get me wrong. I am a huge Dipset fan, but when it comes to lyrics versus the Lox, they did not stand a chance. All that you can do the dip and the wet and the Billy and the clip. Nah, nigga, that shit was not gonna fly that night. I hated his hair that night too as well. That Bob Afro like haircut was not really working for me, and then the little mini altercation between Cam and Styles P that night was really cringy and awkward. Then who was that? Jim Jones fell off the stage. It was just a mess, child. So I don't blame Cam for not calling that motherfucker after this. Nigga had me get on fucking national TV and fucking embarrassing myself because you wanted to have a motherfucking battle, bitch. But speaking of Jim Jones, he was also in the news here about a month or so ago when he did Angela Yee's Lip Service podcast, and he revealed some quite disturbing news.
Woman,
you know everybody loves your mom.
I love my sex education.
We follow each other on Instagram.
From my mother.
I love her so
Wait, what did your mom tell you about sex when you were young?
She told me everything about sex.
Like what?
My first condoms, shit like that. My mom taught me how to kiss when I was younger.
What did she tell you to do?
She told me how to tongue kiss when I was younger.
Like what's the instructions?
It wasn't no instructions. She showed me with her mouth. Like she
kissed you?
It's my mother.
No, I'm just okay.
I love
My parents barely kissed me on the cheek.
No, my mom
just stopped kissing my son on the mouth.
She showed me how to tongue kiss when I was younger. Remember, my mom was 17. She's a baby. Look at all the babies that's having babies now.
Sure.
And look how they act with their babies. It's like they have a little sister or a little brother more than they have.
Did you think tongue kissing was nasty at first? Because the first time somebody tried to tongue kiss me, I thought it was so disgusting.
The first time I tongue kissed a girl, yeah.
I was like, oh, you spit
my mom's, it didn't faze me. The first time I tongue kissed a girl.
Okay, we got a lot to unpack here. First of all, how Angela Yee and the rest of them hoes just gonna skirt past the fact that this man said that his mama taught him how to tongue kiss. Like they just went past it. She asked one question and that was that. Nah, nigga, the rest of the podcast should have been about your mother molested you, sir, and that is not normal nor acceptable behavior with a mother and a child. Second of all, when he said that, well, my mama was 17 when she had me, and you know, back then, or when you're that age, it's like you're more so raising a brother instead of a son. Bullshit. I was 18 when I had Kyrese. Got pregnant when I was 17. Never in my life if I looked at him like he was my little brother. And even if I did look at him like he was my little brother, that's even disgusting, period. That is your mom, bro. That is not normal. No wonder he has such a weird, complicated relationship with his mama, and why she treats him like he's her man and not her goddamn child. weirdos. And then at the end of that, when he said, nah, my first kiss with a girl, yeah, that was gross. It was weird. But when it was my mom, nah, it didn't faze me. Excuse you? He don't need to do not now no verses, not a now another reality show, not a now another concert. He needs to be in therapy 5 days a week. No, fuck that, 7 days a week with his damn psycho ass mama. That is so crazy to me. And that he's normalized it to make it seem like that behavior was okay. Well, when the world told him that that shit was molestation, he then took to social media to say this.
More than anything in the world, and for the record, it was a joke. People take things way too far. Don't bother us anyway, but let's get it clear. That's weak what you're trying to project. Some simple, some from our childhood. We talk about childhood things. I thought that was funny. I appreciate you, mommy, for helping me out, but no. Cut it short, Jack. Cut the bullshit, you heard? Life is good. I do appreciate all the support, and thank you for letting me go trending again, viral once again. But stop it. Love you, mommy.
I just bet you do love her. Bruh, that was not a joke. You were dead serious. Nothing about that was I'm pretending or playing around. You justified it in the interview. There wasn't a laugh, a smirk, or a giggle. Now you want to say that it was a joke when the world told you that your mother basically molested you. Now you want to save face. Nah, bruh, you need to speak your truth. Live in that shit. Your mama was foul as hell for the shit that she has done to you and did to you. That is not okay. And second of all, I need for you to let that hurt go. Please, let it go. There's really not much there, sir. Grow up. Please. Please. Get a haircut. Jesus Christ. And get some help. And then my last and final story tonight is on Lisa Ray. She recently sat down and did an interview where she revealed quite a lot of interesting details about her past.
I have done an awful lot. I really have. And things that I could keep in the closet, but for what? Because I'm not embarrassed about it because it helped me become who I am now. It's things people don't even know that I've done. I talk the way I talk. Because I can't.
What are some of the things that you done that people don't know?
Been to jail.
Jail for what?
A whole bunch of all kind of shit.
You been in jail a couple times?
Yeah.
How many
I
times
done
you
shot
been there?
somebody. I done pistol whipped folks. I done had fights. I'm not the average pretty girl that's afraid to break your fingernail.
When you shoot somebody though, what did you shoot them for?
It could be disrespect. It could be to get them off of you.
How many
it can be to keep them out there. Girl.
No,
I ain't killed nobody. I ain't killed nobody.
But you shot a couple people.
I shot at
a couple people.
Yeah.
Damn. So you've been really there. So you really about this shit then? Yeah, she's really, really about this shit.
I mean, I'm not a punk. I'm not that. Definitely.
Clearly, if you're sitting there with fucking,
and I'm not a bully.
Are you ever caught in any of your charges for shooting people?
No.
Oh well, then you're solid.
Oh, I've been that.
Yeah. Then you
without or with the record. Yeah. And I wouldn't change the way that I grew up for nothing. I like that I'm sweet but street. I like that I'm kind. I like that I'm about it. I like that I'm a hustler. I like that you could take me to the baseball field, but you could take me to the inauguration ball. I like that I'm a former first lady and that I'm an actress. I'm a mother, a grandmother, and that you can get your ass whooped all at the same time.
And that's on what? Mary had a motherfucking little lamb. Y'all got Lisa Ray. What fucked up? I knew Lisa Ray was about that life though. Whenever she has appeared on reality shows with her half sister, Brat, because Brat is scared as shit of her. And like Lisa Ray said, she might have a pretty face. She might be very girly. But when I saw that Brat, muscular, muscle bound, lumberjack built ass was scared of her sister, who she calls Punk, I believe. I was like, oh, so Lisa Ray about that life. And then considering who her father was and what type of line of work he was in and how she grew up in Chicago, I'm pretty sure there was a lot of girls that tried to test her growing up. So she had to, protect herself. I'm very sad to announce, though, that things between Lisa Ray and the Brat are back in the toilet. About a month ago, the Brat and Judy released information on Instagram that they are expecting their first child together. They posted this picture. Whew. Well, when asked about it in this same interview, Lisa Ray explained to us that she had no idea about said baby. I'm pretty sure she didn't even know that the Brat also recently just proposed back to Judy. During season 1 of The Brat Loves Judy, Judy actually proposed to the Brat, and Lisa Ray was there for the momentous occasion. But I doubt that she was there when the Brat proposed to Judy. First, let's take a look at the proposal video and then check out what Lisa Ray had to say when questioned about her upcoming niece or nephew.
Oh, I was thinking also, the Brat just said that she's having a baby. How do you feel about her having a new baby?
Wonderful.
You really excited? And do you know the gender at all?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like looking, I'm like, oh, I seen her just do the news recently. I'm like, oh, okay. Did you find out through the news or did you guys talk about it already?
I found out through social media.
That's wild. Yeah, that's crazy. Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
This takes me back. It takes me back because I'm sure that you have heard of the last kind of encounter that we had that went viral. Have you not?
Well, no, Ricky Smiley interview. And I was watching your Ricky Smiley interview when you called up and they were talking about they had something. You called up sometime early in the morning.
No, this one happened on Cocktails with Queens. And she came to say happy birthday to me and surprised me. And we hadn't spoken in so long. And I ended up having to, I guess that what they said, cussed everybody out on the show because she had came out. And I'm getting interviewed and people were like, oh, how do you feel about your sister coming out? And I'm like, coming out of what? Because I'm thinking I got to say some more politically correct type answer because I don't know what they're talking about. And there was a whole life that was going on social media that I just really didn't know nothing about.
It's really sad what has happened to these two. I don't really know what's going on with the Brat and why she continues to close her sister out. I will say when watching them on reality TV together that Lisa Ray can be quite demanding and bossy and motherly when it comes to the Brat, and she still very much plays that big sister role. You better tell me, da 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 da. But I think she does it out of love and protection for her little sister. But I also think when it comes to the Brat is that, she has gotten into this new relationship with this Judy chick. And I do feel like there is some type of influence going on here when it comes to Judy. I did not like when they initially got into it over the Brat not telling her that she came out, how Judy insinuated herself into the mix and said some slick shit to Lisa Ray. I felt like that was totally uncalled for and that's a family issue that she should have stayed out of. I don't know. The whole dynamic is just really weird to me. I don't know what's going on with the Brat. I really don't get it. And maybe it's not my place to get it, but I pray that these two are able to come together and find some type of semblance of what they used to be or a new version of their sisterhood, because I would hate for them to continue this rift and for Lisa Ray not to be a part of this child's life or their upcoming wedding. It's really all very, very sad. And I feel really bad for both parties. So that was my last Spill the Tea story for this week. Let me know what you think about all of these stories. What was your favorite story that I talked about this week? Also, make sure that you guys check out my Kris Jenner video that I dropped on her boyfriend. He was caught cheating. I also put out the Love and Marriage Huntsville season 4 trailer video, so make sure you watch that. Also, make sure you watch my Where Are They Now debut series video I did on Lisa Milan from College Hill South Beach season. I have another Where Are They Now video that is dropping next week as well. So make sure you guys look out for that. Love you guys. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I will see you all on the next video. Peace.